Developing this morning, a loud boom was heard across the DMV yesterday, and now we're learning more about what caused it. Defense officials say it came from fighter jets scrambling to respond after a private jet flew right over D.C.
Officials say the pilot of that jet was unresponsive as air traffic control tried to reach out. Moments later, the plane crashed in a remote part of Southwest Virginia. We do want to get right now to our Joseph Omo, who is tracking the latest on this developing story. So, Joseph, what are you learning this morning?
Hey, Tanaya and Corey, good morning to both of you. You know, for so many people, this was just a normal Sunday afternoon in June. You might recall it was absolutely beautiful outside yesterday, but at around 3 o'clock, that is when this sonic boom ricocheted across the entire DMV. Imagine a sound so loud, Corey and Tanaya, that you don't just hear it in Maryland or Virginia, but also Washington, D.C., 2 states and our nation's capital. Now this morning, we are learning from defense officials that that sound came from some F-16 fighter jets, some of which took off from right here behind me at Andrews Air Force Base.
Hey.
Here we go. For this couple with some musical talent, little did they know they'd have some help from the sky as they were recording yesterday. That sound coming from the sonic boom of F-16 fighter jets scrambling on high alert over the D.C. sky after a private business jet flew right through restricted airspace. Defense officials say the pilot was unresponsive and that the fighter jets were authorized to travel supersonic to try and draw attention from the pilot. That aircraft, a Cessna Citation, ended up crashing in a mountainous area of Southwest Virginia just moments later. And this morning, rescuers say there are no survivors. The FAA and the NTSB are investigating this morning, but what's still unclear is why the pilot wasn't responding. Data from Flight Radar 24 shows the flight was destined to Long Island, New York from Tennessee. It flew right over the airport it was supposed to land at and then turned around headed towards D.C. This morning, the FAA not confirming how many people were on board or why the aircraft ultimately crashed. For now, we're left with that mysterious boom over a sunny Sunday sky. Yeah, certainly not something that you expect to see at the end of your weekend for sure. Now, as for those investigations I mentioned there in that piece, the FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, both are investigating. Typically, the NTSB will issue a preliminary report within 2 to 3 weeks of a crash happening. That preliminary report in 2 to 3 weeks will feature a lot of information as to what may have led up to this crash. Reporting here just outside of Joint Base Andrews, Joseph Omo, DC News Now. Corey, back to you.